Now, let me try this again. I'm back with another video. This time, it's Halloween H20. Now, even though this is an improvement over 5 and 6, it still has its issues. I'll get to those in a second. But Jamie Lee Curtis returns as Laurie Strode 20 years after the events of the first movie, after the events of Halloween 2. It's 3, 4, 5, and 6. Those stories they're not a part of this story. They're not canon. But anyway, Laurie Strode returns. This time she's living in California under a new name after she faked her death. And she has a son named John, played by Josh Hartnett. And guess who follows her to California? The Shape, her brother, Michael Myers. Now, I did mention that this movie has its issues, like the numerous different Michael Myers masks. I think there's like 4 or 5 different ones. And then there's the soundtrack, the music score. The music score was done by a guy named John Ottman, but it tested, and the reaction was negative. And some of the music score is from Marco Beltrami, the guy who scored Scream. Some of the music in that movie you'll hear in H20. But as I said, this is an improvement over their last 2 movies. Oh yeah, LL Cool J. He has a role in here as a security guard at the private school she works at. And I do like the fight she has at the end with Michael Myers. I like that fight better than 2018 and Halloween, especially Halloween Ends. I'll get to those a little bit. I'll get to those later. But yeah, H20 for me is the real ending of this franchise. And she took his head off at the end. Yeah. That should have been, the end of this. But, you know how Hollywood is. They beat a dead horse over and over with these franchises, and they never let them rest. But that's my little review of H20, and I'll be back with my review for Halloween Resurrection later.